Hey everybody, welcome to the Botto Daily Challenge for today. We got Arc Bumpy Roos, and we got Howler Gorge, and we also got no upgrades. Who's ready for another road trip? Okay, so, Arc. He's great. A real goofy Gus, a real goofy goober, responsible for Ben's pod blowing up on the line. I think we've talked about this once or twice now. He's, not too smart. He was, I think, tasked with sabotaging Anakin's pod, either tasked with it or he wanted to do it, but he didn't know what Anakin's pod looked like. So he just found the first pod that looked like a real piece of junk, which I guess to him was the one that had four engines, and sabotaged that. It was not Anakin's pod. So, mission failed. However, Ben is clearly the fastest character in this game, so he was probably a shoo-in to win the Bunta Classic if he was, actually going to be a good enough pilot to not die. So, task failed successfully? Bumpy has shown up on 2 separate occasions for us so far, but both of those occasions were on the same track, which is fun. It's always great to get repeat dailies. Arc is actually responsible for the only repeat daily that I've gotten so far. There is one thing that happened to me during a recording session attempt at this. I, went into the ice tube there, and I clipped out of bounds. It's completely useless, but it happened, and it's so weird. Huh? So Howler Gorge is a bit of a road trip. It's not the most road trip thing we could have rolled, and with Arc, it's not even the worst track we could have rolled. But it is a road trip all the same, so strap in, get your snacks. Make sure to go before we leave. We will be stopping at a Carl's Jr.'s. And if we see a Culver's, I'm definitely pulling over. Fun fact, those are 2 restaurant chains that do not exist near where I live. Culver's, for obvious reasons. They exist only in, the Midwest. But I have no idea why there's no Carl's Jr. or Hardee's anywhere near where I live. I haven't seen one in the entire state of New York. We get ads for them sometimes, but they're not out here. I don't understand. What did Carl do to get banned from New York? Will we ever know what Carl did to get banned from New York? Is he even banned from New York, or has he just never been? We'll never know. A bit of an off-topic, non-sequitur discussion, but I mean, with road trip episodes, what am I supposed to do? Talk about the game? We're going very slowly up Andobe Mountain, 1 turn at a time, boosting in between to keep our heat up. And also to try and speed this along. It's boring. It's boring. Road trip episodes are a nice chance to unwind and get what DU would sound like if he had a podcast. Or at least I'd like them to be. A lot of the time we get no upgrades episodes where I end up having to boost frequently, and then I crash a lot. But Ark has a bad cooling stat, so we actually get a chance to breathe. I was practicing this one a bit earlier, and I had a 509. I was pretty good. We're gonna see if we can beat that. The diamond time is a 518. Which is, you know, that's pretty easy to beat. If my first successful run of this was a 509, I think that a 518 is probably, like, too easy. Come on, man, that's too easy! That's the meme right now, right? Where the TikTokers do something stupid to solve a problem that could not be solved with the solution they have. It's like a modern version of troll physics, you know, switch your phone to airplane mode if you're falling out of the sky. And they play the footage of them doing this sped up. And they do some kind of dance move. Is that the meme? Is that how the meme works? I think that's how the meme works. Oh yeah, that's an easy first try to beat that. We've only been recording for 8 minutes, and we've already got a 506.144. You know what? Hit me again. I didn't fire. Hit me again. Give me a 50 what? 504? You reckon? If we get a good tent entrance on lap 2? Good. Gotta get more of that sweet, sweet content. That good road trip content. Road trip content. Speaking of road trip content, theoretically speaking, next month might be the beginning of something new, something exciting, but still racing. You kidding me? This is my bread and butter. This is where my life comes from. Please don't tell anyone how I live. There have been talks of setting up a monthly bottle challenge, which would be like a set of races. Come on, man. I like Bumpy's pod. You know, this, something cluster array. I don't remember what it is. There'll be a text shot about it, don't you worry. But this thing looks nice. You know, I like the teal and the gradients on the engines. That's real cool. I don't think his pod looked anything like this in the movie. I think it was predominantly red in the movie, and there was, like, no teal to be found. But I like this color palette. I like the, what appear to be letters on the tops of the engines. Those are nice. Those are a good touch. Don't know what they mean. Good! Into rocks. I think this is rocks. I don't know what to call this section. If you've got an idea on what to call this section, leave a comment. I'm sure that's what everybody wants to have happen to me, is for me to become the annoying YouTuber. I'm already a public nuisance. Showing up in people's shorts feeds just long enough to register as getting a view on a daily highlights short. Took that a little bit closer than I probably should have. So when Bumpy is fully upgraded, he's got the highest acceleration stat in the game, tied with Nina Key for that spot. That's a worse time than... Ark? How? How did I lose 3 seconds? Excellent. That's what I wanted. Yep, I lost 2 seconds again. It's really just those bonks in that tent. If you bonk going into tent at all, you lose so much time. It'll be optimal everywhere else, but a bonk going into tent kills the run. What happened? I knew those spots existed in that area, but I didn't think that I did anything to trigger one of them. Alright, if I crash on this one, I gotta get a drink of water, because it's hot in here, I'd be hydrated. Slots. I think that's probably a good name for that, is slots. Because there's 2 slots back to back. It's fun. That was a sick tent entrance. That was really good. I'd like very much not to throw this lap as a result. I think this is good. I think this is going to be a good lap. I just got to be extra careful not to throw lap 3 as well, and we should be in for a great time here. Oh yeah. Yep. This is a good one. It almost wasn't, but, you know, it still is. We got this. Follow through, DU. Follow through. Oh, yes. I am going to be quite happy with this time, I think. Very proud of it. Very glad to have gotten it. Scan to computer is no longer activated. Thank you, computer, for letting me know that I can't scan things right now. I'm sure that's information that is incredibly crucial to my pod racing. What would I ever do without this knowledge? .50498, what did I tell you? 504.977, that is an excellent time for this daily. I'm quite pleased with it. I think that that's going to be a wrap.
You race pretty good, no doubts there, huh?
That's going to do it for today's daily challenge. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in. If you like challenges like these and want to try them out for yourself, come on down to the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer Discord. There's a link to join in the description, and we get a new challenge every day in the Botto's Junkyard channel. And I make a video on it every day, so if you don't want to miss a beat, consider subscribing. And leave a like or a comment down below to let YouTube know that I'm still out here, still playing Pod Racer, still doing it. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is tournament season, and oh boy, we got a bunch of matches scheduled. First up, Thursday at 4 p.m. That's this Thursday at 4 p.m. This is going to be lower winners quarters between me and Ronnie. That's Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Then we got lower winners quarters between Nacho Brado and Droopy Angora on Saturday, May 27th at noon Eastern Daylight Time. These are all going to be in Eastern Daylight Time because that's the time that I have. That same day is upper winners quarters between Metallica 5167 and Homura Akemi at 9 p.m. And then June 3rd at 4 p.m. lower winners quarters Zalaskalar versus Lightning Pirate. You're not going to want to miss any of these. They are all going to be incredible matches. Until next time, I've been Digital Unity, and this has been actually a really nice road trip episode for once. This has been pretty enjoyable.